So Maureen, I know there are different types of mortgages. What are some of the most common ones that you see?
Well, I would have to say, John, the four most common are your conventional loans, and then you have two government-backed loans, which is FHA and VA, and then you have one that's more for your rural areas called USDA. So those would be the four most common ones.
So what makes those unique?
Well, each of them have their own different either criteria regarding debt to income ratios or credit score or income limits or the area that they're actually buying in. So there's actually a lot of different factors of all of them. So my job is to, after I talk with the customer, get their needs, their wants, get their application, their pre-approval filled out. I then will go through all of those different options to see what's the most beneficial, what they're eligible for, and then walk them through those different options.
So each one has different amounts that you can put down and credit scores and
Yep.
stuff like that?
Exactly. So some have maximum loan limits as well as minimum down payment requirements. And then there's some that have minimum credit score requirements. So there's a lot of things that we as the lender has to look into. And being knowledgeable about the programs, I can immediately kind of cut out the ones that I know are not going to work for them or won't be as beneficial for them.
Are there any other types of mortgages out there?
There are. I mean, surprisingly, there's some what we call like portfolio type of programs. So those are for people that, have a little bit of a unique situation, and we can find a way to still qualify them. One example, just to make it real quick, a self-employed borrower who writes off a lot of their income on their taxes, right? We have to use the income they're reporting, not what they make. So if they're reporting on their tax returns that they're making very minimal, a lot of times they don't qualify. But now they've come out with loan programs that we can look at their bank statements, their business bank statements, and calculate income that way. We can just look at profit and loss. So those are more of our portfolio products. And then you have ones that are like in the jumbo range. So depending on the state that you're living in, conventional will only go up to a certain loan amount. Once you exceed that loan amount, then you're considered in the jumbo range. So yes, there's actually a large variety of others, but the four most common are those that I said, the conventional, the FHA, the VA, and also the USDA.
I'm glad you're here to sort all that out for us.
It's a lot, but like I said, when you have been doing this a long time, you can kind of weed that out, the ones out pretty quickly.
Well, thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah.